Hey YouTube, how are you doing? I'm not so hot right now. Today we found out some seriously tragic news. In my daughter's school district, something happened today. A high school student went to the middle school after school to pick up his cousins. Um, in that middle school, like when he got there, he was gunned down in the parking lot and died on school grounds. This kid sat behind my daughter in her history class, and she describes him as being, a funny kid, and that he'll be missed. This really hit home for me. As an empath, I immediately felt the pain of his family, as I could put myself right there in that position, especially having a child in the same class as this boy. I was hit very hard with this and have been having a hard time processing. My daughter's doing well, but the tragedy is just, the school's closed tomorrow, and there are grief counselors that are going to be there. They're going to hold vigils. Um, but it's horrible to think that, here's this kid just doing what he does every day and picking up his cousins, and suddenly he's not there anymore. Just shot to death. Child, 17 years old. It's just horrible. And it also makes me wonder, what else we can do to assure the safety of our kids. We put them out in the world, and the world is a big, scary place. And, there's not much we can do but trust that, that they'll outlive us, and that the world and its cruel scariness won't take our children off of us. And that's never guaranteed. That's never guaranteed. So, there's always going to be a worry. And today that worry just struck me like a ton of bricks. Don't know how I'm feeling. And it was also a Tuesday. Tuesdays are relentlessly, don't worry while I switch hands here on this camera. Tuesdays are just really, really difficult at my job. My job is closed Mondays to the public, so Tuesdays we are hit hard. Currently, I am working in the intake department of an animal shelter. This wasn't a job I applied for, but during a transition period, I got stuck in it, and I had no choice. I am good with people, but also as an empath, this job makes me suffer. I could do animal husbandry, I could do animal care, I could even be a vet tech, because there's so much more to that. But when you deal one after one with people just bringing in things and dropping them off, some people completely heartless, it hurts. And when you deal with people that really care, that have no choice but to bring that animal to the shelter after they've exhausted all their resources, and they cry, I feel their pain, and I often cry alongside them. I know it's not professional to cry in your workplace, but when you're an empath and you start feeling the pain of these people, you have no choice. You have no choice. There are people that are just genuinely heartless, I guess you could say, that don't care. And those, for me, as difficult as they are for some people, and people don't want to, keep their mouth quiet or bite their tongue around these guys, I have no problem just getting them in and out. Okay, you don't like dogs, or you think this dog is awful, and you think dog people are stupid, and you don't want the dog in your... I don't care, You don't believe in veterinarians? Great, now give me your dog and go. But the people that have tried everything, it breaks my heart every time. There's also the fact that I see myself in some of these animals, especially ones that are dumped or abandoned, that look for their owners after their owners leave. I was abandoned by my person once, and it's a horrible feeling. It is a horrible feeling to trust in somebody that dumps you off. So I find myself relating to the animals a lot, and that's painful as well. It is not an easy job, and it's not like any other job in the shelter. You know, about a year and a half ago, I did a lot of work with our humane officer out in the field. I found the work in the field so much easier than the work in the shelter when it comes to this stuff. In the field, I was allowed, we were teaching people how to care for their animals, people that just genuinely didn't know that they were neglecting. It sounds weird to hear that somebody might not know, but there's people out there that really are clueless. They don't know how to discipline a dog. They think smacking it with a belt is discipline, and there are people out there that are clueless, and when you can teach them a better way and show them how to care for their animal, that they might really love that dog, they just don't know how to care for it. But when you can teach them that, you've changed the world just a little bit. Maybe not for like every dog or every person, but for that unit, that family, you did. I don't get to change worlds much anymore. I am stuck with people that have given up, that don't care and don't want, usually, or people that don't want to give up and have exhausted everything and can't do it anyway. I don't see happy endings, and I really don't get to help people. It's not something I signed up for, but it's something I'm stuck in due to a transition, and I'm really stuck in it, and I want nothing more than to be something else. But I don't know how to leave my job after being in the animal field for so long and being in my 40s. I feel I have no qualifications for anything else, but I'm damn good at what I do. I'm stuck. So, having a hard day at work and then dealing with this school shooting really had me melt down today. And I'm just trying to process it all. And like I said, as an empath, I feel this kid's family and all the other things that happened today. It's like, it's all ghosts, Everything haunts me. But I gotta keep moving on, keep going. Even when I do, want to give up because my house is falling down or whatever, I just have to keep pushing. I gotta live here. I gotta do the things. So I'm gonna keep pushing and pushing through a lot of heartache right now. For this kid and just everything. Well, I hope that everybody has a good week. I'm trying to see what button to press here. Have a good week so far. I don't know what weigh-in's going to bring Friday. My stress level's through the roof. I tend to hold on to weight when I'm stressed, which I've noticed because I put myself stupidly on the scale this morning and was even heavier than last week, which was a gain. So I'm not looking forward to this, even though I'm not cheating. I'm not even eating much. It's just that when my cortisol level goes up, my body just responds very negatively, and trying to de-stress right now just, I guess, isn't an option. I do have a chiropractor appointment on Thursday, so I'm hoping that maybe they can, my back in the middle is like really locked up and very, very sore, and it hurts. So I'm hoping that they can give me some relief too, and we'll see what happens Friday. I want to thank everybody who's watched this video. If you have any comments or, words of wisdom or even condolences, feel free to leave them below. And if you feel like following me, you can subscribe. Have a good week.